Have some business which we will proceed to in just a moment, but the Speaker of the House has honored us with his presence today, and I do believe he has a few words of introduction, and then, Mr. Speaker, you are welcome to stay for the rest of the morning if you like. But if you need to attend to other duties, you are certainly encouraged to go do that with haste. So you are now recognized, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman Wicker, really appreciate it, and I would love to be with you all for the rest of the day.
I know it. I know it.
And I want to thank Ranking Member Reed and all the members of the committee. It really is my honor to be here, and I came this morning with the privilege of introducing my former staffer, my trusted friend, and a great American patriot, Jules J. Hurst III, who sits here to my left. He is being considered, of course, for Assistant Secretary of the Army for Manpower and Reserve Affairs. I wish I had brought a speech for some of the other distinguished gentlemen sitting at this table, because I'm a fan of all of them. And we're blessed as a nation to have such highly qualified people willing to serve in these fateful times that we're in. It's great to see Jay's wife, Beth, sitting behind me, and their children here today. They have a large brood. The Hurst family recently grew again, and as Jay and Beth welcome their fifth child, young George here. He's the youngest person in attendance. He was just born a few weeks ago, and good-looking kid, just like his daddy. Congratulations to the beautiful family. This has been quite a month for the Hurst family. Jay joined my congressional office in January of 2022 as a defense fellow, and while he was only on loan for 1 year, he instantly became part of our family. He's like family to us. He worked long hours, he engaged with my constituents and local businesses, and he simplified complex military issues for our staff. My district is Louisiana's 4th congressional district, and it's one of the most important military districts in America because we're home to Barksdale Air Force Base, the home of the B-52s. We've got the Global Strike Command there. 2/3 of the nuclear triad is commanded about 15 miles from my driveway. We also have Fort Polk and the Joint Readiness Training Center. And many other military assets like Camp Menden and others. So having a qualified defense fellow is an essential component of what we do, and Jay was the best we've ever had. And for those who don't know, defense fellowships are only 1-year posts, and despite that, Jay planted deep roots in my office and with all of our personnel and everyone involved. It was not uncommon for me to return to the office late after voting on many nights to find Jay there holding court with interns and staff. He mentored the people in and around my group and all my employees about everything, personal responsibility, finances, whatever advice they may have needed at the time. And he became the indispensable man for us. And it's this type of man, this type of leader that Jay is. He enriched our office with great camaraderie and valuable insight and willingness to go above and beyond every single day. And while working in my office and afterwards, Jay published many scholarly articles on topics like great power competition, autonomous systems, artificial intelligence, and warfare in several respected publications. I learned a lot reading what he wrote, and I don't know how he had time to do it. I'm really not sure because he's very prolific, but he wrote and he published often. His commitment to continuing education in his personal capacity should send a signal to this committee that Jay will bring the same level of dedication and the relentless quest for excellence to the U.S. Army. Jay eventually left my office to return to the Pentagon, but when I was elected Speaker of the House in October 2023, I called and begged him to come back. I needed his counsel and steady hand, and he was willing to do that. So he returned to my office and became my legislative director and a defense advisor to the Speaker's office in some very difficult times, as we all know. With hot wars burning around the globe, Jay's insight and counsel were invaluable. Before he served with me, he served as an Army officer, government civilian on the Army staff within the Joint Special Operations Command Intelligence Brigade at the 75th Ranger Regiment and within U.S. Central Command. As both a military officer and civilian, he deployed to Afghanistan 4 times as a senior intelligence officer for a Joint Special Operations Task Force. He also supported the initial stand-up of Project Maven, which is the Algorithmic Warfare Cross-Functional Team. I have a hard time even pronouncing that, okay? This guy's really smart. He continues to serve in the Army Reserve as a FA-59 Army strategist. Following the election last year, I had a feeling that I wouldn't be able to keep him much longer. His talents were needed, his expertise, his dedication to the men and women of our armed forces were needed at a higher level, and they took him, and That's why I wasn't surprised when Jay was asked to serve on the DoD landing team and to perform the duties of Undersecretary of Defense for Personnel and Readiness, and now to serve, with the blessing of this committee and the support of the Senate, as Assistant Secretary of the Army for Manpower and Reserve Affairs. I have no doubt in his ability to do an outstanding job serving the men and women of the U.S. Army, and it is my great honor and true privilege to support his nomination today. I want to thank you again, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member Reed, and all of you for the privilege of introducing Jay. And I strongly encourage every member of this committee to support his confirmation, and let's put Jay to work for the whole country. Thank you.
Thank you. Quite an impressive.
Mr. Chairman, do we get to question this witness?
No.
We'll go ahead. No. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You're excused with